Is this the beginning of the real civil war within the Republican Party? Yesterday, Mitt Romney gave a 20-minute speech basically trashing Donald Trump. And I'm going to show clips of the Roland Martin show that basically is going to show some of the I guess the highlights of Romney's speech. But my point is this: Romney really is the first one to totally trash Donald Trump, and I mean trash him in a surgical way. So, is the white Republican Party going to finally take a close look at Donald Trump and make a decision not to support him actually? Is white America going to be stuck on stupid, or are they just going to close their eyes, close their ears, and support Donald Trump irregardless of what he says, what he's done, and where he will take the country, which is to ruin?
Got a little ugly yesterday in Utah when former GOP presidential nominee Mitt Romney came out to blast Donald Trump, calling him a con man and everything else. Shelley, press play.
It's my honor, real honor, and privilege to endorse Mitt Romney. I've gotten...
There are some things that you just can't imagine happening in your life. This is one of them. Being in Donald Trump's magnificent hotel and having his endorsement is a delight. I'm so honored and pleased to have his endorsement, and of course I'm looking for the endorsement of the people of Nevada.
He failed. He failed horribly. The third debate, I backed him. You can see how loyal he is. He was begging for my endorsement. I could have said, Mitt, drop to your knees. He would have dropped to his knees.
He basically is saying that Mitt Romney would have given him a blowjob if he had asked for it in order to get his support. Trump is a pig.
He was begging. Sure.
Watch, by the way, how he responds to my speech today. Will he talk about our policy differences, or will he attack me with every imaginable low-road insult? This may tell you what you need to know about his temperament, his stability, and his suitability to be president. Let me say that again. There's plenty of evidence that Mr. Trump is a con man, a fake. Mr. Trump has changed his positions not just over the years, but over the course of the campaign. And on the Ku Klux Klan daily for 3 days in a row.
I totally disavow the Ku Klux Klan. I totally disavow David Duke. I've been doing it now for 2 weeks. You're probably about the 18th person that's asked me the question.
Well, that was nice. You had, of course, Mitt Romney, who, again, in that speech, about 20, 25 minutes, just went after him in so many different ways. And, again, he really tried to frame this in a way to open up the folks who don't want Trump to be the nominee to really come out slamming him. And so it was very measured, it was precise, and surgical. Here's more.
His bankruptcies have crushed small businesses and the men and women who work for them. He inherited his business. He didn't create it. And whatever happened to Trump Airlines? How about Trump University? And then there's Trump Magazine, and Trump Vodka, and Trump Steaks, and Trump Mortgage. A business genius he is not. Now, Donald Trump tells us that he is very, very smart. I'm afraid that when it comes to foreign policy, he is very, very not smart. His domestic policies would lead to recession. His foreign policies would make America and the world less safe. He has neither the temperament nor the judgment to be president, and his personal qualities would mean that America would cease to be a shining city on a hill. Here's what I know. Donald Trump is a phony, a fraud. His promises are as worthless as a degree from Trump University. He's playing the members of the American public for suckers.
All right, folks, let's get right to it. Will that be effective, or does it simply help Donald Trump that the establishment and Mitt Romney is coming out and basically blasting him?
For a few points, Roland, I've said it on your show before. Corporate America, they understand 2 points, profit and pressure. The establishment class, they also understand 2 points. They understand power and control. I've talked to a lot of Republicans on a daily basis, and clearly you're starting to see a movement with the establishment class, the money people, gravitating towards how do we take Trump off the stage. The fact that Mitt Romney came out yesterday at the time that he did in Michigan, at a state where his father was governor, sends a really big signal that this was a strategic move. However, when you look at it from a political operative's perspective, I'm not so sure that's going to help, and here's why. March 5th is tomorrow. You've got 155 delegates up to vote. In 2008, McCain won Florida. I'm sorry, in 2008, McCain won Kansas, Kentucky, Louisiana, and Maine. In 2012, Santorum won Kansas, Mitt Romney won Kentucky, Santorum won Louisiana, and Mitt Romney won Maine. So when you look at the last 2 times that Mitt Romney ran, he only won 2 states. So coming out now on the heels of March 5th, I'm not so sure that's a good move for where the electorate is today.
Okay, I'm not going to go through the entire thing, but my whole point on this is going to be, if not him, who? Because nobody else has really come out going after this guy, and if not now, when? I mean, basically, they've almost waited too late. I mean, what they have to do, and it's been mentioned by various political commentators, that the only way that they're going to be able to stop Donald Trump at this point is to deny him the 1,239 delegates that he needs to claim the nomination. The only way that that will occur is if Marco Rubio can knock him out in Florida, which at this point, Rubio is down somewhere between 10 and 15 points in the polls. If John Kasich can stop Trump in Ohio, which Kasich basically is leading in Ohio. I guess the people really like Kasich in Ohio. And then in states like Michigan, New York, California, etc., they need to knock him down to seconds, if not thirds. But someone else has to be able to win those major contests, so that when he walks into Philadelphia, he doesn't have the delegates he needs in order to claim the nomination. So I'm back to my original point. If not Romney, who? And then Romney's not your best case scenario. The better person to have done this, which was impossible, was going to be Paul Ryan, who is technically the leader of the Republican Party, but he's claimed that he's got to be neutral in this situation. And then they're also afraid that Trump will get mad and take his ball and go home, i.e., drop out of the Republican nomination process and run as an independent, which will basically seal the doom of the Republicans running for president, but it probably would save them from losses in the Senate and in the House of Representatives. Either way, there's going to be a major problem as far as the Republicans are concerned. So again, I'm back to, is this the beginning of the real civil war within the Republican Party? And are white people going to be stuck on stupid, basically supporting a candidate that actually operates against his own interests?